Your brain is trying to protect you, but overthinking is keeping you frozen. Every time you replay that conversation in your head, every time you hesitate to take action, you're not being lazy. You're not being indecisive. You're afraid. You're trapped in the illusion of control. Today, we're going to break that cycle. We're going to teach your mind something it forgot: how to live. Overthinking is not a personality trait. It's a fear response. When your brain feels uncertain, unsafe, out of control, it floods you with thoughts. What if you fail? What if they judge you? What if you make the wrong move? It's your mind's way of saying, let me analyze everything so I can protect you from pain. But here's the truth. Overthinking doesn't protect you. It paralyzes you. You're running simulations in your head instead of running your actual life. It's like revving the engine while the car is still in park. Let's talk about the first key technique: cognitive defusion. That's just a fancy way of saying you are not your thoughts. Right now, your thoughts show up, and you believe them instantly, without question. I'm not good enough. They probably hate me. This will go wrong. But here's the thing. Thoughts aren't facts. They're just mental events. Noise. Stories. Imagine this. Your mind is like a radio, always playing something. Sometimes the what-if station. Sometimes the you're not enough station. Cognitive defusion teaches you to listen to the radio, but not obey it. You can say, thanks, mind. I hear you, but I'm not buying it today. Try this right now. Take one of your repeating thoughts, like, I always mess things up. Now say it again, but this time, add this phrase in front. I'm having the thought that I always mess things up. Did you feel that distance? That's cognitive defusion. That's you stepping out of the fog and into the clarity of awareness. Keep practicing that, because once you stop fusing with your thoughts, you start choosing your life. Let's be real. Overthinking is exhausting, and often it leads to a dangerous loop. Think, doubt, delay, regret, repeat. You keep waiting for clarity before you act. But the truth is, clarity comes through action. Imagine you're standing in fog. You can't see the whole path. But with each step you take, the next one becomes visible. That's life. You don't need all the answers to move forward. You just need enough courage for the next small step. Now, let's bring in a tool that's saved countless overthinkers. Action anchors. An action anchor is a tiny behavior linked to a moment of hesitation. It breaks the spiral. Here's how it works. The moment you catch yourself spiraling, you do a micro action that moves you forward. Let's say you're stuck writing an email. Your brain starts spinning. What if it sounds stupid? What if they don't respond? That's your cue. You anchor that moment to one tiny action. Type one sentence. Just one. Or maybe you're avoiding a phone call. Anchor it to this. Dial the number. Let it ring once. Then decide. These tiny actions do something powerful. They snap you out of analysis paralysis. They tell your brain, we don't have to finish the whole thing. We just have to begin. And the magic is, once you begin, you often keep going. Overthinking feeds on inaction. So action, even the smallest one, starves it. Start building your personal anchors. Make a list. When I hesitate to text someone, I'll type just hey. When I doubt my to-do list, I'll pick the easiest task and do it first. When I start spiraling about the future, I'll name 3 things I can do today. Anchors are your exits from the endless loop. Now here's a technique most people don't know. Mental budgeting. We budget money. We budget time. But we don't budget mental energy, and we should. Think of your brain as having 100 mental dollars per day. Every time you overanalyze, doubt yourself, argue with imaginary scenarios, you spend those dollars. And by noon, you're emotionally bankrupt. What if you decided to spend wisely? Here's how to build your mental budget. Step 1. Identify your biggest mental drains. What thoughts or worries steal most of your energy? Step 2. Set a limit. For example, I will give this worry 10 minutes today, no more. Or, I will only think about that conversation during my walk, not all day. Step 3. Redirect. Once your time is up, shift your focus to something real. A task, a conversation, a walk, a breath. This builds mental discipline, and discipline builds freedom. Your mind is a resource, not a landfill. Don't let overthinking turn it into one. So how do we move from overthinking to actually living? It's not by trying to empty your mind. It's by engaging your life. Start asking different questions. Instead of, what if it goes wrong? Ask, what if this is the moment that changes everything? Instead of, am I ready? Ask, what's the smallest thing I can do with the courage I have right now? Your goal isn't to be fearless. It's to be willing. Willing to try. Willing to feel uncomfortable. Willing to grow. And most of all, willing to stop waiting and start living. Because your life isn't found in the thinking. It's found in the doing, the laughing, the crying, the trying, the messy, magical middle. Let's end with this. Your thoughts will keep coming. That's not the problem. The problem is when you treat every thought like a command, a truth, a prophecy. But now you know. You don't have to believe every thought you think. You can observe it, name it, let it pass, and choose action anyway. So here are a few reminders. Your brain is trying to protect you, but you're safe now. You don't need to be perfect, just present. You don't have to see the whole path. Just take the next right step. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're just learning how to lead instead of follow your thoughts. And that is freedom. If this helped you, do one small action right now. Leave a comment with the thought you're choosing to defuse. Right, I'm having the thought that underscore, and I'm letting it go. And if this gave you clarity, share it with someone stuck in their own mind. You never know who needs it today. Subscribe for more tools like this, because your thoughts might be loud, but your life deserves to be louder.